This is a good one. You talked up Iowa a lot, and this is what we came here for.
Yes.
For stuff like this. This is a great matchup.
Yeah, Iowa Magic is quite good. We saw, some play mistakes today, but that's the nature of a tournament.
It's a long tournament. 7 rounds. We're about to be in the 8th round here. It's pretty long, honestly.
But now we get into the great Magic.
This is good, honestly. And, there's like the small break in between, and I think that's honestly good for players to take a small little breather where, I know these guys both drew in, I believe, double drew in.
Yes.
So they got an extended break. But
right.
For someone who just won the last round, like our 1 and 2 seed who just won the last round
yes.
to make it in, you kind of need like that 20, 30 minutes to kind of cool down after the adrenaline rush of, winning. You're winning in, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You get like the time to hang out with your friends and celebrate, and then, back to business. So.
Yep, I agree. Also, the guy who goes, has to play every round, he gets that little bit of food break too.
Yeah.
Which is always nice.
Super important. So, all right, these guys shuffling up, getting ready to jam.
And,
who you got?
Man, I think I don't think I ever want to root against Steve. So I don't. But Jeremiah being on the play scares me a little bit.
The seedings are the number 3 is Jeremiah and number 6 is Steve Locke.
Yeah, typically where the records are on the overlay, you can now see the seed number.
I know you're probably rooting for Steve, and that's okay.
No. You didn't hear me.
It's okay.
I said Jeremiah's going to win. Jeremiah is a giant teddy bear. He's the nicest guy ever. He's one of my favorite players in Magic. Him and I go way back. We've hit a deer and a car together.
Wow, that's when you know you're really bonded.
Yes.
Yep, that's when you know.
I am on his insurance paperwork.
Well, I was going to say that I am rooting for Jeremiah solely because if you've ever top 8 in an event, people fill out the secretive slips, and Jeremiah made it very well known that he was not splitting. Yeah. And that is just Matt Bamonte 101 right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were like 4 people who no-sirred the
That's
split.
That's good. But he made it very clear from the get-go.
He held that right up.
I love it.
And felt.
I love it. That's. I said, you know what? This is my horse. This is where I'm riding with. And
yeah.
I don't know how this matchup goes. I feel like it's in Elves' favor. Their combo is kind of hard to interact with from the human side.
Yeah, Instant Speed Reflector Mage is a card, or like if he can get an Elvish Archdruid off the table, potentially bouncing Devoted Druid. Like there is some interaction. Also, Jeremiah can't really interact with Kitesail Freebooter, so I think one of the most important cards is going to be Kitesail Freebooter.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's got a lot of 8 really high impact hits.
Yeah, just taking out Chords and Collected Companies so that Jeremiah can't find the key pieces to be able to combo off. I don't know. It's going to be a very, very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And I think with Jeremiah being on the play, he's got a little bit of an edge.
All right, here we go.
But he is facing down a very admirable opponent with Steve Locke. I would dread this spot.
Ugh, Steve Hand looks really bad.
Yeah.
I don't even think he has a land. It might be 1 land, or I can't tell if that's a land or not. I don't think that it is. They're all set and ready to roll, so we're going to get these guys going. All right, good ceremonial handshake, and here we go. So Jeremiah's off with a Verdant Catacombs. Going to go down to 19 here, it looks like.
Nettle Sentinel.
Nettle Sentinel.
Pretty decent start.
Good start.
It's not a mana accelerant, but...
Steve has a Plains. Okay. I think that's his 1 land is the Plains.
Okay, 1 land Plains. And
I couldn't make out what it was. I don't know what art that is. Any idea?
No. I'm the least knowledgeable when it comes to art lands.
Steve is on the 1 single basic Plains.
I'm probably wrong, but I would guess it's a John Avon land.
Wow. Just throwing names out, aren't you?
I mean, he's the guy who makes all the lands, right?
That's true. All right, Nettle Sentinel.
All right.
Here's a Horizon Canopy, and
remember to untap his Nettle Sentinel. Important.
Yeah, down to 18.
Does he have a Vizier?
Steve should be 18 also, right?
I believe so, yeah.
From the Nettle Sentinel attack, yeah. Got it. We got it going. There we go. All right. Steve. Looks like he bricked on a land. No, that looks like unclaimed territory in the far right.
I believe you're right. So now I think he's just trying to decide, what am I supposed to play?
Man, this Elves deck really gets out fast.
Yeah, and
You know,
this
like,
isn't even a super fast start.
yeah, and like next turn he's collected companies available. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot.
So he's also got a meddling mage, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So I think a pretty big decision to think about here.
All right, unclaimed territory on human.
Yep.
Here's a meddling mage. What are you naming here? Is it collected company because it's next turn?
Company, potentially, yeah, because this next turn you could also name Azuri.
Azuri's tough.
And that's that way the only way to get it is through a Coco or a Cord.
Looks like mage is on Court of Calling here, according to our table judge.
Cord of Calling makes sense.
All right, so that's... All right. So now what's Steve up to? He has just chock full of twos. He's Image, I think 2 Lieutenants and a Thalia, and there's a Reflector Mage. I believe that's all of his cards here, so...
All right, so 3 mana, taking a pain.
Yeah, down to 17 for Jeremiah.
Is
this on the end step?
No.
Okay, this is the main phase. Gotcha.
So getting Azuri down.
It's a Elvish Archdruid, right?
Or Archdruid, yes.
Yep. Good attack for 3.
Also represents 3 mana next turn.
Yeah.
And that's another canopy. All right,
Yeah,
so
canopy.
we're adding a counter to Devoted Druid, taking a point of damage.
16.
And Dwynen's Elite, that's a good one.
Wow, that's a nuts start so far.
And we untapped our Nightingale Sentinel properly. Yeah.
See, these are the kind of match. This is the kind of start where I think it's really tough for Steve to beat unless he finds some of his evasion.
Right. And the Mage on Cord is pretty relevant because at any time, if Jeremiah can find an Azuri, this game's probably over.
Yeah, done for. Well, speaking of evasion, I think he's missed on the 3rd land here, though.
I think you're right.
Steve.
Yeah. Which is pretty important because he also has a Reflector Mage.
It is.
And taking the Archdruid off is probably pretty important.
Now Steve's going to be able to build up here. He's got a pair of he has a Phantasmal Image and a pair of Thalia's Lieutenants, though. So he can 2-spell this turn. I just don't, and he has a Thalia. I don't know.
So he has to Violin Image.
Yep.
So that's important
because he has the planes.
Yes.
Yep.
And the Unclaimed on humans. So he could copy Mage and name like Collected Company, which isn't unreasonable.
So you cut off all 8 of those cards in the deck for Jeremiah.
It's quite a few.
Well, there's a Lieutenant,
and
with a trigger on the stack.
Priority.
Yep.
Okay.
This is one of the small things that's kind of one of the. It's a small thing, but it's one of the more complicated interactions in the human.
It's one you should know if you're going to play this deck.
I agree. How aggressive are we getting here? Is it possible to get aggressive yet?
I think attacking for 3 with your Meddling Mage would be wrong.
Yes.
It trades with just a Dwynen's Elite.
Yeah, because the Renegade, the Archdruid, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Steve he can kick his Vial up to 3 next turn, and he has another Lieutenant and a Mantis Rider. So, I mean, he's in pretty decent shape, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Jeremiah needs to find a way to poke through damage this turn.
Does he have any way to stop these Meddling Mages? He does not have any paths or anything like that in the main?
Nope, nothing in the main.
Okay. So looking for Azuri as like the one real big
Azuri's good. Even another Archdruid's probably okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Shalai potentially.
You in that card.
I'm just saying.
It is probably good here, though.
He can make a lot of mana.
That's true.
And giving all his other creatures hexproof is pretty good.
All right, we're going to tie ball game, 15-15. I think it's another, another Dwynen's Elite?
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right. Is that Elf Warrior? Man, I got it.
Yeah.
I got that one.
There was already one on the battlefield.
I can read. Look at those eyes. All right, so the Archdruid is like...
That's a 3...
1, 2,
oh,
3,
there's
4,
an
5,
Azuri.
6, 7 mana.
Oh, boy.
And we just plop Azuri down. We can overrun this turn, too.
Yeah.
So Elvish Archdruid, if you tap it, you can add a forest for each elf you control. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now this Azuri is on the battlefield. I'll bring up Azuri Renegade Leader real quick here, because I know that one's...
With the new border.
Yeah, it's a wicked-looking card, man.
I love it.
So Azuri, so it can regenerate other elves, but that's not necessarily the mode that he's looking for here.
Right.
This 5 mana where each elf creature you control gets +3/+3, and trample.
Trample
Very
being
notable.
the keyword, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty substantial. And I believe he's done it this turn.
So just to know, all of these elves have +4/+4
because of the Archdruid as well.
because of the Archdruid as well. Yeah. So the 1 power guys are 5/5 tramplers, and the 2 power guys are 6/6 tramplers.
I think this is 14. I didn't do the math off my head, so this is 5. 10. This is a lot.
No, that's
so
12, right? 12,
12.
17, and then the Archdruid or the Devoted Druid has a -1 on it,
Yes.
so it's only a 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So what did I say? 12, 17, 20. It's 20 damage.
Yep. Now, Steve does have some blocks if he chooses, which I think you're choosing to block when you're at 15. And there's 20 coming at you.
I agree.
We have regen up to stuff blocks. Okay. Is that true?
I don't think we can.
He doesn't have anything open, right?
The only thing he could have done was before the mana. Before the mana went away in the main phase, if he had any extra mana, he could have put some regeneration shields on them. But I don't think that he had any extra mana.
Can untap the Devoted Druid.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's smart.
That's right.
And you can do it several times.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, because it has so many pumps because of the...
Very good call, Rex. Yeah, we did not see that. But yes, that's actually quite good.
Wow, that's going to be really good. He's going to just eat Steve's board.
Yeah, and...
Okay, I don't know how Steve wins this game anymore. I really can't find a way anymore.
I mean, Reflector Mage is going to help.
I suppose.
Because it bounces the Azuri.
Yeah, but the damage is going to be done here, though.
I mean, he's only removing 1 creature and some.
And Jeremiah's at like 15, though. I mean, he's at 15. He's got a lot. He's got an uphill, and the Azuri's going to come down again.
Right.
Looks like we're trying to figure out the exact numbers. Brad and I also did the counting. Probably wrong.
Yeah.
My Iowa math, though, I got to get back to that.
I mean, I don't know what it. And Steve's at 2.
Steve's down at 2, so he took 13 that turn.
Wow. And Jeremiah lost nothing. So even if he bounces Azuri, there's plenty of creatures.
Yeah.
This seems like a game for Jeremiah.
Yeah, and you got it.
And this is kind of what we were talking about, where Jeremiah gets out ahead, and the trample is super relevant against the. And to be fair, the regen there was actually very good as well. I mean, it might not have mattered, but
it sure was.
If Steve was able to play 2 spells and one of them being Reflector Mage, he might have been able to survive.
Yeah.
But keeping the Nettleson around is important.
All right, well, the players are going to go. They're going to be able to look at deck list here, and we have a sweet little graphic here. So let's check out the sideboards here. So for Jeremiah Nelson, we'll put them up on the screen here. So for Elves, he has a pair of Rest in Peace, a pair of Stony Silence, a Burrington Forge Tender, a Damping Sphere. All these are one-ups. Aethersworn Canonist, Kataki War's Wage, Selfless Spirit, Chameleon Colossus, Eidolon of Rhetoric, Fracturing Gust, Rex Sage, Scavenging Ooze, Shaper Sanctuary. What are you thinking?
They're all one-ofs because of Court of Calling.
Yep.
Right? And Court of Calling can get anything. It's not just limited to green creatures like Green Sun Zenith. The card that I'm curious to read, if you want to pull up, is Shaper's Sanctuary.
Oh, yeah.
Does that trigger when spell or ability happens? I
believe it's any... let me see. It might not have the apostrophe here. Let's see.
Oh, it's Shaper's apostrophe.
Yeah, Shaper's, yep.
So whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. So this one's interesting because it prevents Reflector Mage.
Yep.
Or like you get to draw a card.
Draws you a card also. Yep.
But that's it. So
I don't think that's good.
I don't think it's good enough either.
All right.
Stony Silence isn't very good.
No, I don't think I bring in Stony Silence here.
Forge Tender can stop. Is it Static Caster for a turn? That seems loose. Kataki doesn't seem very good. Spirit.
I just don't think he has like anything.
I'm not excited.
Yeah, I don't think I like anything here.
Maybe his deck's just that good against humans?
Yeah, I think it's probably pretty fair against humans. So.
Is Reclamation Sage a consideration just to take out Vile?
That's possible.
I think that's maybe the only one. Also, does he have any creatures that interact with Phantasmal Image in any way? Doesn't appear so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. All right, well. On Steve Locke's side, it's got to get better, hopefully, here. He's got a pair of Direfleet Daredevils, 2 Katakis, 2 Sin Collectors, 2 Izzet Static Caster, 2 Gut Shots, a Dismember, 2 Auriok Champions, and 2 Rex Sages. Lots of good stuff here.
Yeah, I think the big ones are the Izzet Static Caster, that's easy. Gut Shots, probably. Steve died with cards in his hand, and you don't really want to do that, so by nature, gut shots are essentially free.
Sure.
And then the last card, which I think is a consideration, is Sin Collector.
Okay.
Just, it's a body, but hopefully you're nabbing a collector company or a Court of Collectors
Sure.
as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the sideboarding is going to be pretty light on the Elves side, and kind of pretty like minimal for Steve. I don't know. I don't know if this is the matchup that Steve really shows up and wants to play against. Elves is kind of out of favor now too, so I feel like this matchup, when I looked at it on paper, it seems like Elves is really good at gumming up the ground. So he needs things like quick Mantis Riders,
Yep.
And like you said, the quick freebooters, maybe to strip a spell and have just some sort of clock,
Yep.
some sort of presence in the air.
No, I completely agree. Actually, I think Jeremiah, because he was on the play, probably squeaked that last game.
Yeah, and he has a lot of high-impact cards that just, kind of run away with it. So looks like these guys are shuffling up. We're going to hop back down to them. All right.
Yeah, the ambiance here is great. We've got some nice, loud, pumping music
Dude,
from the party next door.
I'm not gonna lie here. You and I are both in suit jackets. I think we could probably go Reading crashing.
I'm sure that we could, but we also have a 3-hour drive home, and I'm hungry. So
You don't think they have food over there, man?
no,
I'm gonna go ask.
these people.
I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go
these
ask.
people
if they
are
got
way
food.
too drunk at this point. They've been
They're ordering
drinking for
pizzas.
at least 4 hours.
They're ordering pizzas at
that's
like
probably
11 o'clock, so we're probably good. I'm gonna head over there. So you guys enjoy. I'm gonna head over. No, I'm just kidding.
This match is riveting. How can you possibly leave it?
Yeah, this is good. It's the tribal. Oh, they got cake, man. These guys are so smart in the chat. They have sweets.
All right.
Can you not sustain yourself on sweets?
I definitely can.
Please Wedding Crash. You know who these people are that say please Wedding Crash? They're the people that follow the channel I have in the subs Discord. They're the people that follow. It's called the Baymonte experience. If you haven't lived it, it's tough to really explain without looking at it.
Yeah, and when you are looking at it, I'm never quite sure what I'm actually seeing.
It is. Like people always describe things as train wrecks. Mine's more like I don't even know.
You're like test dummy in a car.
Man, it's bad.
Like.
It's bad. It's bad mojo.
No,
Right.
I think that was a great idea to start that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's brought a lot of entertainment to a lot of folks.
That's true. That's true. All right, speaking of entertainment, we're about ready to get started for our second game here of our quarterfinals matchup. And yeah, our state champion got it done in game one, so see what happens. Steve's going to be on the play here, though. Wow, double Mantis Rider. Do you have lands?
And Phantasmal Image.
So he has one land and a vial.
Wow.
Would you snap? I'd probably snap this one off.
I think you have to.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little too slow on the draw, but on the play, I think you're not doing much better. And if
Oh, actually, does he have a second land?
if he does, that's great.
All right. All right.
All right, and Jeremiah is starting with a Mana Dork, which is always good on the draw. Means you're essentially now on the play next turn. Steve can keep.
He's got
up.
the second. He's got second and third land.
He got a third land.
All right.
Pretty good draw.
So I think he has.
He has a Meddling Mage.
And I think he has double Mantis Rider and a Phantasmal Image.
So what are you wanting to? If I'm maging this early,
Rex Sage.
ooh.
Or Court of Calling. I like it's Rex Sage or Court of Calling, I think. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm actually thinking
He's like Dwynen's Elite?
Dwynen's Elite, I think.
He's like trying to slow him down?
Or Heritage Druid, something like that.
Okay. There's just a bevy of cards that he can name here. We'll see what Steve goes with. It could be anything.
I really like naming
Elvish Archdruid here.
Elvish Archdruid.
Right.
I mean, it definitely helps accelerate, and it is a lord.
Shout out again to Bob Taylor doing an excellent job as our table spotter. He's just nailing everything for us.
Yep. Knows that we can't hear our players
Yep.
and gives us the information. We're going to shout it out.
Yeah, Archdruid and Missouri make a lot of sense here.
Steve putting a blank piece of paper out on the table.
Very nice. Well done.
No, he's written on it. We just can't see it.
Okay.
And
There's the
his
Dwynen's Elite. Yeah. Here we go.
But I guess if Steve's plan is just to...
So, like Steve can go Mantis Rider into Image here, right?
Yes.
That's probably like a 6. A 6er is pretty good.
And that's more than good. That's perfect for this deck.
Steve going to 19. You just...
Now we should Image.
Yeah, going nuts. All right.
Suits up
the
Six,
Mantis
yeah.
Rider.
Yeah.
All right. And
All right.
so Steve even has like a Reflector Mage at the ready too?
I think he does. And the pressure is on.
Sure is.
Jeremiah is dead in 3 turns.
He's dead in 2 turns because he's going to take 9
right.
next turn.
Oh, yes. But he doesn't know that.
Well, you are uh-oh.
All right. All right, that's good.
Okay, how
but
good?
He needs mana. Does he have a Devoted Druid?
I think he does.
The problem is this Dwynen's lead. Okay.
I mean...
The problem is the Reflector Mage, right?
Yes,
like
100%.
Steve's hand is insane.
Yeah, it's very good.
Because now he has Reflector Mage and Mantis Rider?
Yeah, he has Reflector Mage, Rider, and a 3rd card I didn't see. Steve can go down to 18 here, I think.
Yeah, this is going to get
reflecting that.
Up here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like,
bam. 9.
Getcha.
So go down to 5.
And now
4.
Now Jeremiah needs to answer both of these, or 2 of these Mantis Riders, which I don't think he's prepared to do. So what could get Jeremiah out of this?
I'm looking around here.
There isn't much.
Looking around.
Is the answer. Oh, it was a gut shot. Was his
Holy.
last card. So Steve realized I can't die with cards in my hand, like last game. So I'm gonna play them all.
He cut him off a land.
Cut him off a mana. So yeah, essentially.
There's a Chord of Calling.
He does have a Chord.
So I mean, if there's a card that you can find, the Chord of Calling is.
Well, he could cheat Archdruid into play.
Is that enough? I don't think it's enough though at this point.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Well, Jeremiah's going to go through it here. And this is obviously the turn, so he's going to take his time to make sure he doesn't have anything missing. What about Shalai?
Shalai is close to good enough, but there's just one too many Mantis.
There's too many Mantis Riders. Too many flying snakes.
If there were only 2, Shalai would be good enough.
Yeah?
He doesn't have a Devoted Druid in play, so can't get Vizier.
Oh, he almost. I think he has the Westfell Abbey in hand.
Oh.
And that was going to be really.
Whoa.
I think he's 1 mana short.
Oh, the gut shot was amazing.
I'm
then.
pretty sure he has it in hand. I think I saw a quick snap of it.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, man. I wish I could see.
I'm not sure.
I'm like,
and we can ask him after the match.
I'm pretty sure it was there. Wow. All right, Steve Locke evens it up.
And really showed you what humans can do, right?
Yeah.
Like just Steve's hand was absolute insane.
All right. Let's come back to us one more time, and we'll go over the sideboards again just to take a look while these guys are shuffling up. Man,
Real quick. Hold. Hey, Blake, do we put standings online anywhere?
I know I've been sending them to Max. He may have been doing it today.
All right. Hey, Norm.
All right, so
Can we get a picture of the
we're going to try and get the standings on we're going to try and put the standings up on our website here for you. Put it up on our Twitter.
Have Max do it.
All right, so we hollered at them. We're gonna get it up on our Twitter. It looks like. But speaking of Twitter, here is the link in the Facebook and to our Facebook, our Twitter, and YouTube. Max is going to go ahead and take care of it right now, actually. So Max is going to get the standings and he'll post them right now.
Yep.
So thanks, Max. Be sure to check out our Twitter. Check out all of our social media. We post about the events, pictures, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Yeah, Cubs fan. It was just because I was yelling. It wasn't. My mic was actually muted. But yeah. Basically, I think this is a really good idea to do going forward, which is in post standings on Twitter when we get them. And, twitter.com/NRG Series.
All right.
We'll have those up in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, let's come back to us. So we'll just take a quick peek at the sideboards again so you guys can check them out. I still don't think there's anything that I'm changing. I didn't see anything that was really bad for either player there, so I don't know. Whatever they've done looks fine.
Yeah, I mean both players know what they're up against and what they need to do. And, Reflector Mage is really good. Meddling Mage naming Chord was quite good. Elvish Archdruid was pretty good as well.
Yeah, it was very good.
This might just come down to who's on the play.
Yeah, it's tough. we saw explosive start from Elves in Game 1, explosive start for Humans in Game 2, and I'd be surprised if we don't see one of these guys, just run each other out in the third game. So these decks are certainly capable of the quick starts. So I think it's kind of the allure to playing them. It's just sometimes you get in these sports states that are like you need many, many cards to come back from. It's just not enough. You just get attacked too quickly and die.
Yeah, I mean, the overrun effect that Azuri gives in this Elves deck is always something that's impressed me, and it can get a lot of things out on the field quickly. Heritage Druid in itself is just combined with Dwindon's Elite just makes this deck very explosive.
Yeah, it's super fast. All right, well. After 7 rounds of action, these guys, one of them's going to play for a berth in our semifinals. I don't have any other results yet, so I assume...
Yeah, I haven't heard of anything.
These games have been pretty quick, so I'd be surprised.
Yeah, we can ask the table judge.
Finished up, yeah. Yeah, we're checking to see if there's any other results from the other tables, but no one's... I haven't seen any of our top 8 competitors standing and walking around yet, so I don't know if anyone's won or lost. Yeah. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some clarification. Thanks, Max, posting up the standings for us. So those are up.
Hopefully, we can also get that link over on our Twitter if it's not there already.
I think if he courted for Heritage Druid, he would have had enough to flip Orndal. I believe he drew Court of Calling for the turn. Actually, that turn. So he was short.
No, if he... I'd have to go back and look. But that's an interesting line. I like that, Benjamin.
I don't know. I thought he was short, but he might not have been. All right, so Jeremiah going to take a mulligan down to 6. Steve pondering. Looks pretty good. I think he has a pair of lands and a freebooter and among other things.
It looked like a keep to me. So we have 2 Cubs fans in chat. We have Cubs fans 57 and Cubs fan 134.
Wow.
Guys should meet up with Cubs fan 58 through 133.
Oh, man. Why did you do it? Not me. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I've never been happier right now. Man, that was good. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Probably when they made their Twitch names, the other ones had to have been taken, though, right? Like 1 through 56. Certainly. And, yeah, that's rough, man. Oh, goodness gracious. It's been a long day, but that got me. I don't know. I think it would have got me even early in the morning, but that got me really good, man.
Nice. I like it.
All right. So Jeremiah down to 6 cards here.
All right. So while Jeremiah is thinking, we have Alex and Brian are in Game 3. Game 1 in the Gage matchup.
I think I wrote these down. I wrote these down over here.
Gage lost Game 1.
Blair split Game 1.
Yeah, and then Josh McLean is up a game.
Okay. All right.
So we'll try to keep you updated on those results as we see them.
Cool. All right. Jeremiah going to resolve another mulligan.
Ouch.
5. Rough way to... And he's on the play here, too, which is pretty rough. So.
Not what you want to see. But, I mean, it's possible his hand was functional. He just realized it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, that's fair. I just want to say thanks again to everybody for tuning in today, man. We were like 250 viewers, which is pretty cool, and a lot of new follows. I know that a lot of people had good things to say, so we do appreciate that. We do these every month, so and then every Wednesday we're doing the Modern.
Yeah, so if you like Modern, hit that follow button. And
yeah, we do a lot of Modern. Just in general. I think this is our 3rd Modern CT of the year.
And I feel like it's always a different winner.
It is. Always a different deck,
Always a different deck, yeah.
James Bush was the champion of our last one with Mardu Pyromancer. Yep.
All right, we've got a functional 5.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
This deck might mulligan pretty well, honestly, with things like the Mana Dorks and I don't know.
It's possible, and I think I saw Heritage Druid. I like
That's a good one.
That's a good one to start. Steve does
Is that
not
a gut
have
shot?
I don't think
I thought he had a gut shot.
If he did,
he does not.
I think he would have killed the Heritage Druid 100%.
All right, going down to 19.
So I think Sure might be able to empty his hand here.
Seriously?
I mean, if
it's a Dwindon's Elite.
Dwindon's Elite.
Oh my goodness.
So this makes 3 mana, and he can play another Dwindon's Elite.
Well, this is nuts. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just a Devoted Druid. Oh, I think he has a Vizier in his hand. So all he needs to do is draw a chord or Azuri, and this is lethal.
What in the world is going on?
This is a mold of 5, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You were correct, my friend.
This is a good start.
So he's a freebooter for Steve, but that doesn't do anything here.
Right.
I think you have to freebooter and hope to hit the cord because you don't want him to cord and go get the Vizier, certainly, right?
Right, yeah.
So I think he's like locked into this. That's my gut.
Man, I don't know.
That's my gut feeling. This is tough. Steve's going to come to the correct line.
With one card in hand and your opponent mold of 5, like
You just have to hope that it's a Court of Calling or Collected Company and you can hit it here.
yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is like he could just play Mantis Rider and say Jeremiah mold of 5.
Here's
his
4.
last card can't be that good.
All right.
But it's a tough.
Man, that's hard.
It's a really tough decision.
Man, that is hard.
And he's going to think about this one, and rightly so.
Yeah, this is the biggest turn of the game.
Because I agree, this is a very important turn.
I like that these guys play at a brisk pace, and then once it gets to the poignant decision of the game, they both take their time and make sure to go through everything and figure it out.
I agree with you. Is it Staticaster? Oof.
Well, that one's good.
Well, it only kills
the Heritage
Druid or the Elf, but it doesn't kill more than one thing. But it's still a good card.
Zap.
Yeah.
So now he gets to still play this.
He needs a Lord to make this Staticaster a lot worse. He can play Vizier, but it doesn't actually, like, it'll die to the Staticaster.
Yeah. So not great. Staticaster's real good. Oh, I think he just drew a Court of Calling, actually.
No.
I think it's a Court of Calling.
If it is, he should have lethal.
I don't know. I thought it was a Court of Calling.
I think he has a Vizier. He might not.
Okay.
I don't think he would slow roll it.
Let's see what we got.
All right.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it might have been a Heritage Druid.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Elvish Mystic.
Elvish Mystic. Maybe it looks kind of like Court of Calling a little bit. The old Court of Calling. Maybe I got a brief.
Attacking with. Is he trying to decide whether to draw a card or not? That can't make sense because then he can't play Vizier.
Yeah. He has a cord. All right, well.
Oh, okay.
If you're sure.
It is a cord. All right. He can cord for 2. Wow.
Jeremiah's going through it right now.
Yeah.
What is cord for 2 going to get here, though?
Nothing great at the moment.
Yeah. Because making infinite mana doesn't do anything at this point.
No, he would need another card in his hand. Yeah, I think you just have to pass. And then when he goes to use Staticaster, then you can cord. And then you're probably cording for Vizier at that point. And then hoping to draw another cord or a Coco or a way to use all your mana.
All right, looks like we got one result in. Blair Split gets the W.
Yeah.
So blue-red Kiki cord. Or Kiki cord. Blue-red Kiki Cheeky,
Yeah.
Kiki Moon, whatever you want to call it.
Blue-white control.
Blue Moon with the W.
So we did cord, and we corded for 1.
Just another Heritage Druid? Oh, we went for 2. Okay.
Oh, I see, yeah.
It's the Vizier. So, yeah, he's tapped out. What did Kiki beat? It was another...
It was blue-white control.
Blue-white control. Yep, you're right. Crushing it, man. All right.
So now he can make infinite green mana. He can pop his...
Oh, the canopy?
Canopy. And then, if he wants, and he gets a draw to try to... find an Azuri.
An Azuri, yeah.
All right, here we go. 2-time state champion, Jeremiah Nelson, draws
a basic
I
forest.
think it was a basic forest. Did not play a land for the turn.
Boom. It's a
Oh, it's
Pendlehaven.
a Pendlehaven. Actually, that's pretty good.
What in the world just
That's
happened? This
actually-
Pendlehaven is so good.
It doesn't protect Vizier though.
That's not great, but guess what?
Yeah.
It's better than dying. The let me see. The Amulet Titan, I believe, was playing against Abzan Collected Company.
Yes. Wow. Wow. That was a crazy turn. And like one more mana. And
Yeah. Yeah, we were close.
yeah. Yeah, so I think just killing the Vizier is right. Because it has to be a 1/1 creature
Yep.
in order to save it.
Does he have a Phantasmal Image? All right. Well, this one's wrapped up.
Oh no.
Yep. Zap.
And this is why Phantasmal Image is
Phantasmal Image.
insane in this deck.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think Steve's gonna win. I was rooting for you, Jeremiah. I don't know what you can draw.
Shotgunning the board with Phantasmal Image is pretty good.
All right, what can we draw here?
Let's get to attack. All right.
Left open Elvish Mystic Mana. Okay.
Another lead.
Sure. Okay. I mean, that isn't great.
So the combo of these two static casters is to just wrath the board, though. Like not this turn, but it gets
will
to
in
kill
the
both
next two
arch.
turns.
It gets to kill both elites. Then it gets to kill both warriors.
Right.
So just based on how is a static caster reads, it deals with the same named thing. So.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, he can kill. He can try to kill Mystic,
Is it
and
another
then
one? Oh boy, attack you for 4.
yeah. Yeah, I think this one's pretty wrapped up. I like just going for the elites.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know that it truly matters which one you kill.
Well, and here's the thing: if you take the elites and then next turn Jeremiah tries to leave open Pendlehaven, he's not using that mana.
No way. Yeah.
So you're just denying him mana at that point.
Yeah, Steve's way ahead here.
Archdruid's still pretty good.
Can't attack,
that's
yeah.
good.
All right. Well,
That was rough.
we have our second player in to the top 4 here.
Yep. Steve Locke.